This is the story of how one single app ruined an entire generation. You might think I am being dramatic, but I'm simply not. In fact, I think I'm underestimating how much of a problem that Snapchat is causing to the younger generation. Although TikTok gets all of the backlash because of short form content and how we communicate, Snapchat should be getting more, and this is why. The actual culture around Snapchat is the reason it is extremely toxic. You go up to a girl, what's the first question you ask her? What's your snap? Why? Why do we communicate over Snapchat, especially with the other gender? A number feels too personal, and messaging over Instagram is considered weird, so you want to do something more casual. It's the perfect middle ground. What is your Snapchat? You add them, you start sending each other pictures instead of talking to each other, you ask them to come over, you hook up, and then that's it. You have them added as a friend, and then what? Where's the connection? Snapchat now is a main form of communication for people my age. I'm only 19. What's the problem with that? Once you start, you can't go back. You physically cannot delete the app if you want to talk to people. Deleting the app makes you feel like you're missing something. All you think is, what if someone's texting me? Not every one of my close friends has my number, so what if they're asking me something important and they text me, but I can't respond because I deleted it? What if that girl I was talking to is trying to make plans, but I deleted the app? You see the problem? My hours are horrendous on Snapchat because I'm always texting people on it. So I'm constantly on my phone and slowly making my phone addiction worse and worse, which is making me just unhappy. And I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. No matter how much I want to delete the app, it's just easier to keep it. Also, when are you even supposed to delete it? When are you supposed to say Snapchat? I remember when I used to have Snapchat, but then I grew up a little. What is the correct age for that? You can't really blame this generation for being addicted to their phones when it's just the easy way out to have all the apps like TikTok and Snapchat rather than deleting them.
She's now 8 months pregnant with my ex-boyfriend's child. When I found out she was pregnant, I vomited.
What is this liquid? Is it just growing or is it peeling the paint? Whoa. Okay, on one hand, satisfying. On the other hand, you're gonna be so grounded when your mom finds out you wasted her face cream on this. Okay,
Okay, Maximus, roll for a cotton candy prize. Let's see which one is it gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be right there. Okay, sweet. So you're gonna put it in the big bucket of water. Let's see what is the prize. Woo! Look at that. It's colorful ping pong.
What even is this? You thought YouTube Shorts users are bad? This might be 1,000 times worse. On Snapchat, there are 2 sections where you watch content on: Stories and the newly added Spotlight section. You can watch your friends' stories or you can watch creators' stories. The Spotlight section is Snapchat's version of TikTok, where you can scroll and watch videos and read the comments on these videos. The Story section is what Snapchat is known for, but now there's a Discover section under Stories. The Discover section is where creators can get discovered and you can watch their stories. In theory, it doesn't seem that bad. It's just Snapchat's way of improving the app, and also it is improvement for creators because now you can be found on Snapchat rather than just YouTube and TikTok. But it gets really bad when you actually watch the quote-unquote content on Snapchat. Not only is the content literally just reposted TikToks, the Spotlight section is awful. Just read the comments on some of these videos. I swear whoever posts comments on these videos are a bunch of NPCs. All of the content posted on the Discover page is either outdated, dopamine infused, or things that no one gives a shit about. Even if you do follow an actual creator on Snapchat that is verified, I would bet my entire life savings that's a thirst trap of a girl, so you can scroll through all the stories trying to get to that one picture of the girl you saw in the thumbnail. Because when you actually do click on their story, it's their life in pictures. Then you watch about 10 advertisements for them, making them a ridiculous amount of money. Then you finally get to the thirst trap, and for what? The algorithm they use is to trick 12-year-olds into watching an entire story, making these creators an absurd amount of money. If you see anyone verified on Snapchat and they post about 50 Snapchats, it's not because they love Snapchat and want their followers to see everything about their life. It's because the more they post, the more advertisements you sit through, the more money they make. This wouldn't even be a bad thing if the content was maybe a little interesting. Maybe if you are in love with a creator, I see you following them on Snapchat, trying to see into their life, but still, I'm trying to understand the point of using Snapchat to follow creators, and there actually is not a point. Even if you do try and watch the stories on the Discover page, a week later you might see the same exact video you watched. Sometimes I just get so bored and watch a couple of snaps on a Snapchat quote-unquote show, and then the same exact video shows up on my feed. If you are a canceled creator such as David Dobrik, then Snapchat is perfect for you. Not only do you make more money because of how manipulative the stories can be, you can quite literally control what comments people see. If you are a fan, you can swipe up on a verified creator and reply to the snap, and the creator can respond by putting the response in a snap and posting it. A pretty cool way to have a Q&A or to directly have your fans in your content. But where the problem comes in is that there's no negative comments. You can completely control what people can or cannot say because you control what comments you respond to and what other people see. If 1 million people comment you're a terrible person, but 500,000 comment I love your hair or something, you can just choose not to respond to the negative comments. And then the people watching will have no idea that you are in fact a terrible person or a sellout, or even know that you are canceled. So some advice if you're a creator or someone that wants to make content and you end up getting canceled, just go on Snapchat. To all the people about to say, if you hate Snapchat so much, just delete it. If only it was that easy. But that's not even the main problem. The point of this video is to try and get people to understand that these companies do not care if you have an attention span or not. They will try and make you stupider and stupider by constantly trying to get you to watch brain rot. Do not let these companies win. They are not your friends. The goal is to spend as much time as you possibly can on these instant dopamine apps. Do not watch these type of videos. Do not fall for the trap. This is only the start. It will get worse.